past it,
yeah, down the thick
and it's a bit like a dog pulling on a lead,
yeah,
then it's not a great big panic. As long as I get down just about the thickness of a pound coin, I should drop me back onto the biting driving point. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So we would then be prepared. We're now ready to move. Yes, because the next thing that would happen is to make sure we're now safe to move. The O for observation.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So if we're going to observe, we've got to be aware of what's happening around us.
Yep.
All right. So you've got here houses and that, and depending on what's happening, you may or may not need to look. In this case, because we've got houses, kids could come out from driveways. We'd start with a check over our left shoulder through here. Look, so through here, through this side window, looking along that pavement for any kiddies, and then your door mirror. All right, so you're coming around that way. Yes, making sure it's safe there.
Yeah.
You haven't got anybody likely to run out in front of you when we move.
Both ways, just coming out of roll there. The 6 point check is not
necessary.
It's not as they're kind of backed off on it over the last
so
few
now
years.
we're doing going back to mirror, door mirror, blind spot.
Well, no, there is occasions where a 6 point check is going to be required. Let's say I had a bunch of
kids or
pedestrians or kids playing here.
Yeah.
Then I definitely would do a 6 point check.
Yeah.
Or if I had.
Right. So you'd have to play that depending on the day.
Yeah. If I had an exit there, like a lane.
Yes.
Then there's a possibility of somebody coming out there.
But like we're here tonight, quite as a.
I would say where we are here.
Quick check down there.
Quick check in the left door mirror. What am I checking for?
Bikes, pedestrians, or whatever. More likely pedestrians and little kids coming past on bikes.
I'm probably going to say to you as your SE, well, I'm not going to drive in the pavement. Why are they a problem to me?
Because they could swing round in front of you.
Yeah, that's a good answer, isn't it?
As you're going to pull out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So if you don't give him the answer.
Yeah. So again,
he's probably going to chuck it back at you. Yeah?
Yes. It's got to be, and that's the bit I keep forgetting on. Like when I was doing it before. I'm giving you the why.
Yeah.
But without the consequences of, well, what if we don't do this?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Right. So you then we'd go. You check this mirror.
Yeah, I'd probably start off by checking this mirror because if I look in here
and there's loads of traffic,
I'm going to go.
Yes. So do this twice.
Yeah.
In that case.
Yeah.
Because you then check this, then check that.
Yep.
So then you would check this mirror, the flat mirror that gives you a true view out of your back window.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what's going to really happen and how close, if anything, it is.
Yep.
Whether it's going to be safe enough to pull away or not.
Yeah.
Then you check this door mirror and you're looking for cars, bikes, cycles, anything that's coming down the side of the car.
Yeah.
Again, if there is something coming, we will wait.
Yeah.
Right, because there's no good trying to pull away if something's coming.
Yeah.
Because, or certainly if something's coming, it's very close.
Yeah.
And for the time being, at this early stage, if there's something coming, we'll wait. That way it lets me know that you're looking and you're seeing things.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then, now this is the important bit. You turn around and look over this right shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
No, not that right shoulder. Right out here through this back door window. So turn right round. That's it. Now,
between the
headrest and because now, Tony, I can see both your ears.
All right.
If I can't see either both your ears or more importantly, your right ear, I know you ain't looking out that blind spot.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. And I would say there's not a lot I can use to guess here, but what colour are those leaves on that tree behind you? It's in your blind spot.
Oh, green.
Yeah. And is there anything special about any of them? Little bit red?
Oh, something a bit red, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so that's where you got to be looking.
Yeah.
A bit difficult here to have a thing in your blind spot. But
yeah, but as long as you know that I'm looking, and by asking me a question, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
If it's a lamppost, you can use that lamppost and say to me, well, that lamppost could be somebody, a young lad sitting on his moped.
Yeah.
And as I move away, he could ride away.
Yeah. You need to be aware.
And that's what they like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously you were saying you could see my ears, but my eyes could be also closed at that point.
Yes.
Now,
yeah. That bit I can't, and that's when I need to do the check.
So you'll find that I'm a real stickler with the observations.
Well, you need to be. Yes.
If you don't ask me what I can see,
Yes.
I won't look as long as I've got a hole in my backside. Yeah.
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 All right.
Okay. So then, once we're sure that it's safe,
Yeah.
then keeping our feet still,
Yeah.
we would release this handbrake.
Oh, right,
now.
yeah.
Have you released the handbrake before?
Yeah. I had a go
On the last
yeah,
lesson, so
yeah.
you know about lifting it up slightly,
Yeah,
push the
yeah,
button in.
yeah.
Good. So then we'd release the handbrake,
Yeah.
and it's at that moment we're now going to steer.
Right.
All right, so we get to steering. Okay, and the steering, we don't want little shuffles. We want nice, big, sweeping movements, or fairly sweeping. In this, as we're pulling away, not quite so big and sweepy, but a nice, smooth bite. Perhaps, if you imagine put your hands on there at 2:45,
Yeah.
Tony, or 2:10,
Yeah.
whichever you use. If you imagine turning the wheel, but don't turn it, just move your hand to the position for me.
Anyway, will it?
No, because it's power steering, but you don't want to try and turn a wheel when it's stationary. It's not good for the steering.
I suppose I could imagine that I'm holding the wheel. couldn't
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
you could do, yeah.
Yeah.
And then imagine turning the wheel for 5 minutes, by 5 minutes.
I? To there?
Yes, that's about right.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, that will take us away from the curb.
Yeah.
Then I'll tell you 10 minutes, so go 10 minutes to the left,
Oh yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes back to the right once we're out to get us straight.
All right. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's your prepare.
Yeah.
So that's with your feet. So with prepare, what would we do first? Can you get the game away now?
Yeah. I'm
Right, take rest your
yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Right, so with prepare, what would be the first thing we would do?
I'll get the car ready to go by. I think you said put the clutch down.
Yeah.
Select first gear.
Why first gear?
Oh, because I don't want to stall in the middle of the road, do I?
Yes, because if we select other gears, and how do we know we found first gear?
I push it across and forward.
Correct. Good. Well done.
Yeah, I don't want to stall because all my mates on the first lesson never stalled at all, and I'll be a plonker down the pub tonight, won't I?
I can assure you we're not going to stall because we're going to get it right.
Yeah.
Okay? Or we're going to try and get it
Yeah.
right at least. Right. So that's. Then once we've got it into first gear, what's the
Alright.
next thing we do? Can you remember?
I'll press the gas down about the thickness of a pound coin.
Yeah, and listening for, or using,
Oh, that rev counter thingy.
yeah, or listen to your engine for the speed
Yeah.
to pick up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Then what do we do? Can you remember?
I'll bring the clutch up.
And what rate? What rate do we bring the clutch up? Can you remember? Doesn't matter if you can't.
Centimetre at a time.
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
talk you through this all
Yeah.
again, but I'm
Yeah.
just perhaps trying to do a little bit of reinforcing.
Yeah, a centimetre at a time.
Yeah, until.
Until I hear the engine out. I'll
Yeah.
drop a bit in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Well done. So that's you prepare.
Yeah.
Next is observe. Yes, and as we're the situation we're in at the moment, what will we do? What will
I'll
be the
look in
first
here
thing?
first.
Yes. Why?
Well, if there's anybody coming, as you said, I'm not going to pull away. am I?
Right. Okay. Then what would we do? What's next?
I'd look in there,
Four.
see if any pedestrians or cyclists coming down the pavement.
Yeah. What would be the consequences if we didn't see them?
Oh, they might shoot off the pavement in front of me, wouldn't they?
Correct. Yes. Then what do we do next?
I'll check in there again.
Yes. Looking for.
Any cars or any who's coming
Yeah.
up behind me.
And if they are,
I'd wait,
why?
because I'm not going to put out in front of them, am I?
And what would happen if we did pull out in front of them?
I'd probably write your car off.
Well, we could. Yes, you could be a few dents at least.
Yeah, you wouldn't be too happy then, would you?
No, not really. Well, my insurance company certainly wouldn't. And nor would I perhaps when I get next
Yeah.
year's bill.
Then I'll look in there, see if anybody's overtaken me.
Yes, and if they are,
Well, I'd wait, wouldn't I?
why?
Because again, I don't want to dent your car, because you probably...
Well, yeah, more to the point really, we don't want to injure someone.
All right, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
if you think about it,
Yeah,
in real terms, dents are repairable.
yeah.
Dents in people are not quite as easily
Oh, right,
fixed.
yeah, yeah.
So it's better to think in terms of safety.
Yeah,
And remember, the dents might be you,
yeah,
not necessarily the person that you have the collision with.
yeah, true, yeah.
So it's always think safety.
yeah,
Yeah, because you want to keep yourself and your passengers
yeah,
and that sort of thing. So always think safety.
yeah.
So then, what's the last check we do now?
Oh, I think you said to the blind spot, innit?
And yeah, and how do we look for the blind spot? Where do we look?
I think you said between our headrest and the door mirror.
Yes.
The headrest and the door pillar.
Yeah, headrest and a door pillar, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to look well back.
Yeah.
And you would...
Oh, I can see that tree with that. Oh, it's look at those red
leaves ain't fell off yet.
leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, if it's clear and it's safe, what would be the next thing we do? Make sure we do.
I'll release the handbrake.
No. Something before that. Got to make sure we do before we release the handbrake. Or we haven't done. Perhaps another way of thinking about it. Feet. What are we going to do with our feet?
I'll keep my feet still.
Keep them still, yes.
Yeah, right.
Then we'd release the handbrake.
Yeah.
And then what do we do with the steering? Can you remember?
Oh, you said you taught me through that anyway.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so we'll have a go now, shall we?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right, so we're going to start the car.
Right, I'm just going to give this a pause and then we'll say we have to edit it later on.
Yeah, all right.